I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
All right, I just finished a conversation with a UAE-based client, and I took her permission before sharing this. So obviously, I'll not be sharing her identity, but I'll be sharing the incident, which I thought would be of some relevance for at least people who are thinking, who are on social media at least. Okay. So this young woman, she booked my services for, finding out how she can make extra money online. Okay, so she has a good job with the company, and her company has given her a no objection letter that she can, market herself online, whatever that she's doing. And she wanted to figure out ways and means to earn more money, which is very respectable. So then she booked my services to find out how she can increase the value of her brand, how she can market and sell herself, how she can make more money, whether it's consulting, whether it is, doing events, whether it is giving advice as a coach, whatever. Okay. So then it came down to the part where she had given me her Instagram, Facebook, the various posts, YouTube, and she asked me to analyze this. So obviously I was looking at some, and what I noticed was, and this is what she's a smart girl. What she told me was, Loy, when I put something related to educational, related to something of value, I get only 1,000 views and I get a few comments. Okay. However, if I put a photograph of myself looking sexy, showing a little bit of cleavage, showing a little bit of my ass, I get a lot more. And she was very open about it. I mean, I respected the fact that she was very aware. She said, Loy, if you actually look, because she was a very numbers-oriented person, she said, Loy, if you look at this post, we are looking at the various, this is me in the swimming pool. There was one, she was at a kind of a pool party, and someone had taken a photograph of her sitting down and sipping a couple of drinks, and it was a photograph of her backside. Okay, with her, she had a thong that she was wearing, a kind of bikini, and you could see like her ass. She has a good body. So that one clocked around 140,000 likes. Okay. And she said because of that photograph, she got huge number. There was a massive spike in number of people who added her, who wanted to be friends with her. Plenty of comments. Oh, you're so beautiful. You're so hot. Wow, it's amazing. So, she saw a spike in the numbers. So she asked me which is the direction to go. Now, I looked at her. Her posts, whichever posts that she put related to something worthwhile, something educational, something, there would be in the range of, say, 3,000 kind of comments. Okay, 3,000 likes, and there would be some 100 comments. Okay, but when she put photographs of her showing her body walking on the beach, like her cleavage, her ass, and she was showing all this. And she's a model, huh? She works very hard to look beautiful. So she was getting close to 50,000, 60,000 kind of likes. So imagine 3,000 likes versus 50,000. Let's say, roughly say 50 or 100 comments versus like nearly 1,000 comments. Okay. So a massive spike, massive jump. And, she wanted now to target having, 1 million followers or something. That was a goal. to go far beyond that. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. So she asked me, what did I think about this? What is my advice? And I'll tell you, this is not. I was really surprised that she had that kind of maturity at such a young age. Okay, she's in her 20s. So I asked her a very simple question. I asked her, what do you want to be famous for? Okay, you want to be famous for your ass? Okay, if you want to be famous for your ass, then have plenty of photographs, of your ass from different angles. And she thought that I was trying to be disrespectful. She said, Loy, are you trying to be sarcastic? I said, no, listen, I'm actually being genuine here. And I showed her some Instagram, Instagram personalities whose only photographs, whose only call to fame is their ass or their backside. They have different photographs, sitting down, standing up, exercising. Everything got to do with only the backside photograph. And they have like millions of followers. Okay, companies pay a huge amount of money just to have her hold a product or whatever. Okay, and this girl who is famous, she also has like sugar daddies and people who are ready to pay money just to have one photograph, personal photograph. So it's their life. They're making the money and this is their target audience. So I asked her, what do you want to be famous for? Do you want to be famous for your ass? Okay, if that is the case, then just position your ass. And there are some women in Dubai who are doing that. I said, do you want to be famous for your body? Then take body shots, different body shots. Look beautiful from different angles. Okay. However, if you want to be famous for your intellect and for your knowledge, then you'll have to go a different direction. Now, mind you, if you go for the direction of, your ass and your body and all, you'll have millions of followers and you'll be very famous and you'll make money. Okay. But it all depends if that is your definition of success, if that is what you want. There are many females who are doing this and they make good, boatloads of money. On the other hand, the kind of crowd that is after them is also who are, addicted to body pleasure, ass, boobs. And it's more like you're objectifying yourself. But on the other hand, if you want to deal with intellects, if you want to deal with the business community, if you want to deal as a professional, you don't put your ass boob shots. Okay? So this is a question you need to ask yourself. And below that, you need to ask, what is more important to you? Making shitloads of money, but while objectifying yourself as a sexual object, or making less money, but positioning yourself as a person with intellect. Now, it's a very difficult choice to make. And I told her this, it's a very difficult choice to make because we live in a day and age where today your value is dependent on, how many likes, how many followers, how successful you are, how visible you are. Companies prefer to deal with you only if you have many followers, you have a lot of comments, a lot of engagement. Others, they don't want to deal with you. And, when you move into this path, like for example, me. Now, if I were to target, let's say, youngsters in India or the population in India, I can easily cross, let's say, 100,000 followers in a record time. If my content is more based towards Indians, if it is more speaking on Indian matters. But the problem is, India is not my target market. Why? Because Indians will not pay money. They want free content. My primary target is those people who can afford to pay me, let's say, a minimum of $200 and above. So it's a very niche audience. And $200 and above, plus people who are based in the Middle East, plus people in the age group of 30 to 50, plus people who have money and who want to focus on their career. So it's not a very interesting category. It's not a very happening category. For example, if you were to see, if someone posts a video of a cute cat or a dog, you'll get, hundreds of thousands of views. Let's say, for example, have a look at this. Check the videos of any singer. Check the video of any artist, any song. Like Sam Smith. Sam Smith is a very talented singer, very gifted entertainer. Each of his videos are like 100 million views, okay? 100 million views. He must be making around, like, with all his videos combined, he has clocked up to, I think, billions of views. Maybe 6 billion or whatever. And he must have made at least 2-3 million only on YouTube revenues. But that is as an entertainer. But if you actually listen to him talk, he talks garbage. His intelligence is pathetic. He, being a male, a homosexual male, he identifies himself as they. You can't call him a he, you can't call him a she, you have to call him a they. And he says, if anyone calls him they, only then he interacts with them. And you'll see his Instagram photographs of him being a guy. He shows his bum, in a very sexual way, and he does this way, puts lipstick, and fine. That is what his followers, and you should see what his followers write. Oh my God, you're so beautiful. Oh, you're angelic. Imagine a guy showing his ass. It's like his bum is put like this. You can see this. Like, my bum is flat anyway. So he shows, and he's like, oh God, you're so gorgeous. Oh, you made my heart melt. Oh, I'm getting so turned on. So this is what they like. But in terms of intelligence, zero. I would just listen to his music. I wouldn't want to listen to him talk, because he talks nonsense. That's the same reason why, let's say, for example, these videos have billions of views. Billions, singing, just music. But if you actually were to go to an educational channel, there'll be hardly 50,000 views. And if you go to a channel where you have to pay to gain knowledge, you might get only 5, 6. So, for where I'm concerned, I don't want freeloaders. Freeloaders I can get for free. I mean, I know one of my friends who has a production company where he makes funny videos. He's a Punjabi guy, makes funny videos, really good funny videos, and it's all funny. It's like comedy, it's like stuff with graphics and all that. He makes videos on movies and all that, movie themes. All funny stuff, slapstick kind of comedy, pancake on the face and girl looking like TikTok kind of humor, okay? He crossed 100,000 people in less than, I think, 2-3 months, okay? 2-3 months. He got his award from YouTube. So I just chatted up with him. I asked him, hey man, that's incredible. You have done 100,000 views. So I said, just out of curiosity, out of all your viewers, are you getting more business? So what he said was pretty interesting. He said, Loy, these people who are my followers are not my customers or clients. They're just viewers. This is just for me to be visible and to make some side revenue. Saying my customers, the people who have the money to pay me, they pay him 50,000 or whatever for production. He's saying they don't have time to check all this. And that was a really wise thing to say. See, even the people who I deal with, they don't have time to, their time is so important. They have to choose what they wish to do, and they will only focus on tasks which give them the maximum amount of money. So, for instance, I'll just tell you, have a look at your manager, have a look at your CEO. Do you think he's busy chatting, arguing, and debating with people on Facebook, social media, Twitter, YouTube? Do you think they do that? No, they are busy, focused on, investing their time, energy, and effort on doing something that's productive. For example, me, I just finished off with one client, okay? I made around $500 for this session. Now I'm making this video. I have another client that's coming up. I don't have time to, watch a video or a movie or something. Maybe if I'm eating food, I'll watch a movie or check my mails and then get back. So like, see, right now when I'm making this video, do you think I have time to look at anything else? And why am I making this video? Because this adds value in terms of to my user base. So I think there has to be a clear distinction between what you are aiming for. If you're looking for fame, if you're looking just to be popular, just to be famous, there are plenty of ways. Like I said, people can, for females, they can just show their ass, they can show their breasts, they can show a sexy pose. And I'm not saying that's wrong. That is what works. And if there are girls who are making shitloads of, like Kim Kardashian, for every ass shots of her, to show her bum, to show her boobs, to show her vagina, to make a sex movie, she gets millions of views. She gets hundreds of thousands of dollars. So it's working out well for her, and she's happy, she's comfortable, she's a grown-ass woman. She's happy showing all this. So if that is what you want, fine. But if that is not what you're comfortable with, then you need to figure out, okay, what can you do? Yes, the bottom line is everybody wants to make money. Everybody wants to live a good life. But then do what you're passionate about. See, where I'm concerned, I want to make money but be happy. I don't want to make money and be miserable. See, there are so many people in Dubai who are making shitloads of money. Okay? Even now, even during this coronavirus scare problem, whatever, they're making lots of money. But are they happy? Now, obviously, if you speak to them, they'll say, I'm very happy. They're happy because they're making money. But the question is, if they were not making money, would they still be happy doing that job? And I can assure you, in majority of the cases, they would stop doing that. Now, for example, me, whether I get paid money or I don't get paid money, I have been making YouTube videos since, I think, so many years, man. It's, as far as I can say, I think 12 years. Yeah, I've been making, 13 years. I've been making videos since then. Started off like one video, just random talking. I enjoyed it. I've been doing public speaking for 25 years. So I love anything got to do with talking, communicating, speaking to people. And I never got paid for it. Even today, I'm hardly getting anything. I'm just getting like, say, maybe $500 a month, which is nothing, which is absolutely peanuts for me. Okay? But, even if I got zero, I would continue doing this. I love doing this. However, it's good that I'm getting paid at least something so I can do more. But if in case I was getting zero, I would still continue doing this, but maybe at a slightly scaled down version, because obviously I have bills to pay. So if you're doing something and you'll continue doing it even if money was not there, then that is what you're absolutely passionate about and that is what you love. And that is important. However, you need to pay your bills. You need to have a means of earning your livelihood. So for that, you need to figure out. So where social media is concerned, if you, let's say, you walk down the route of objectifying yourself, then remember this, it will haunt you over the period of time. It's not going to go away. Like, for example, Mia Khalifa, she did this porno movie and then she got out of it because she realized she couldn't handle it. But it has never left her. It has continued haunting her to this day. Lucky for her, she has this chef boyfriend who is rich, so she doesn't have to worry. But she can't get any other job. And where the UAE is concerned, the Middle East market is concerned, whatever you post online, will be and can be used, for you or against you. Like, for example, I know cases in Emirates Airlines or even Etihad Airways where certain cabin crew posted videos and photographs of them drinking and kissing each other and doing crazy stuff when they were flying to a different part of the world. And somebody took revenge and reported this to the HR, and they lost their jobs because they said it's a violation of the, the ethical policies that they have, the values that Emirates Airlines carries. So you have to be very careful. So you decide. See, these are choices you have to make, but keep in mind that everything has a price to pay, and whatever you tend to put online will remain there forever. So if you are going to go in that direction of showing your bum, which I guess, so if that is your call to fame, showing your bum, showing your, like wearing a panty. I know this female, she puts on her panties and she sits on the bed and she says, oh, I feel so liberated, I feel happiness. Yeah, you can put a nice quotation there to look smart and intelligent, but what are you doing? What is the message you're trying to show? You're showing a bed, you're showing lingerie, you're sexually objectifying yourself. Would it be, and if you have doubts whether it's right or wrong, would you be comfortable knowing that your daughter is doing the same thing? In majority of the cases, I doubt you would feel very comfortable knowing, unless, of course, you're broad-minded and you'll say, yeah, after 18. Yeah, so it's not right. We know that, okay? So, see, and keep in mind, artists like Jennifer Lopez, Shakira, all these, Taylor Swift, they do it because they know it sells. Like Shakira, just think, if Shakira was 400 pounds, see, 100 kilos, fat, she was really dark and she was like really ugly. Or just imagine a guy, big fat guy, singing and dancing near a pole and singing the same song. Would you be bothered to watch it? No. We like to watch what is beautiful, sexy, what is sexually suggestive, what turns us on. So let's stop fooling each other and telling, no, this is artistic creativity. No, this is not artistic, it's sexualization. Okay? If you really want beautiful, meaningful lyrics, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, no, before early 80s, those were meaningful songs. But today, every video has, kissing, hugging, smooching. Case in point, all Indian songs. The girl is dancing, shaking her breasts and shaking her waist and shaking her hips. And what the fuck is that? Yeah. I mean, it looks more like a cabaret dance. It looks more like a sexually suggestive, soft porn, video. So, and it kind of gives the younger generation a wrong message, and I think we need to be careful about this. So this is what I told that young girl, and I told her, you decide whatever it is, your value system, whatever it is, your life, because end of the day, it'll follow you wherever you go. And this is, when people ask me, Loy, why do you have so less views and all that? Because my target is not freeloaders. My target is not people who don't have money. If I focus, I'll tell you honestly, if I focus on giving, typical kiddie topics like Lily Singh, her target audience is all youngsters, Jake Paul and, all these guys. They are youngsters who have nothing to do but to just be online and watch them do stupid, senseless things, entertainment. So fine, I would have easily got, hundreds of thousands of followers if I start giving free content for youngsters. But I don't want that because it's irritating. The only thing youngsters do ask me is about girls, about masturbation. When I give this Ask Me Anything, always the topic that is mostly asked by youngsters from India is masturbation, is top of the list, sex, love, money, all childish stuff which I'm really not interested to speak about because it never ends. It just never ends. So I would rather have, instead of having 100,000 youngsters, if I have one customer, one, pays me $100,000. Finish. I don't need this fame and popularity. So yeah, this is what I spoke to her. This is my thinking. What do you think? Do you think social media numbers, having millions of followers and trying to be famous for the masses, is that something that you'd prefer? Or would you rather prefer, having a select crowd? Or would you prefer not being on social media but making shitloads of money? Like I tell people, between money and fame or money and power, any day, any given day, I prefer money. I don't want fame because fame is not good. Popularity doesn't pay my bills. And power, when you are very powerful, you make powerful enemies. So I might as well make big money, remain quiet, nobody knows me, and I enjoy my life. So anyway, a special thanks to this client who will be, of course, watching this video. I'll send her the copy of this video before publishing it. So let me know your thoughts. I'll love to know. And coming up next will be Ask Me Anything, all the questions that you guys have asked me. I'll be giving you a drip feed, like slow and steady, all the answers. And yes, let's see how it goes. Take care, guys.